First off, you'll need a balloon.
Question of the day: water balloons or helium balloons?
By the way, this is Paul. Paul Pineapple. He's my friend.
So today, this is the first video of our summer party collection, and we're going to be showing you how to make
Piñatas that look like pineapples.
And you may be expecting one of those fancy fringy things that are with glue and paper, but we are going to be doing it the messy way with paper mache.
Alright, the ingredients you'll need will be obviously a balloon,
Some paper, scissors, and tape to make these cones, which will be the spikes of the pineapple.
you'll need some water that you're not going to dump on your cousin.
No!
Newspaper.
And some flour. And these are going to be the ingredients for our paper mache.
And then you're going to need 2 bowls. 1 bowl to stand the pineapple on, and 1 bowl to mix your flour, water, gooey, amazing mixture in.
So, let's get going!
We started by adding 2 cups of warm water into our bowl. And then we added 2 cups of all-purpose flour, but any type of flour works as long as it's the same consistency. Anyway, we mixed that up and decided we needed half a cup more of flour to reach that perfect gloppy mixture.
Alright, so we finished making our paper mache. Now we're going to move on to shredding our newspaper.
Oh, shoot, I got one.
This is, we've already shredded.
Transformation, so I don't get any paper mache on my jacket.
So basically, you just want to tear strips that are about 1 inch thick. And they will look like
You
this.
just tear it. Just tear it. That should be on a shirt.
Okay, so we're going to go
Just
ahead
tear
and
it.
shred all this up.
Okay, so we finished shredding our newspaper.
Now we're going to head outside. Alright, so we've already begun to cover the balloon in paper mache. And of course, we laid newspaper down so we don't make a mess. And so there are 2 different methods you can use for paper macheing this balloon. So the first one, you just dip a strip in and use your 2 fingers to slide the excess off and lay it on the balloon. And then the second method is you take a handful of the stuff, just kind of glop it all over your balloon and stick a dry piece to it. And then stick dry pieces to it, and then you can do it on like the top half, and then you flip it over and you can do the bottom half. So warning, you probably will get messy, but this
It's
obviously comes out of clothes because it's only flour and water. So
And it's really satisfying.
let's cover this some more.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just covered the balloon up in strips, turning it around occasionally. When we finished the top, we flipped it over and moved on to the bottom. Just layering and layering. So depending on how many layers you put, it's going to be harder or softer, and it will be more fun to hit the piñata if there are more layers. And so this can take about a day to a week or something like that, so just keep layering. Now, moving on to the cones, you'll need paper, tape, and scissors. So what I did was just took the piece of paper and rolled it into a cone shape. Make sure there's a point at the end, and then I just used tape to tape up the loose ends that were hanging off, and then I cut off the excess. So there is a cone. And now, to not waste paper, I made another cone out of the same piece, and followed the same method of just taping it up, cutting off the excess, and there we have 2 cones. So just make as many as you think you'll need. Okay, so now we're going to put all the spikes on. So you just tape and tape. Maybe even tape some more. You know, just got to make sure we've got enough spikes on there so it actually looks like a pineapple and it doesn't look just kind of like a circle with spikes coming out of it. So just taping them on. And you probably want to use masking tape because Scotch tape I've found doesn't work as well. So definitely use the masking tape because that just holds it strong. And then you're just going to cover it till it looks like one of those giant sticks with like, I don't know, spiky things. Okay, now that we have all of our spiky things on our pineapple, we're just going to cover those in paper mache so that they're sturdy and they don't fall over. And I don't know what else to say. Just kind of like paper mache it, make sure it's sturdy, and then you won't be able to see the tape, and then it will look more like a pineapple. And since this is your last coat, make sure you smooth it out really nice because this is the coat that everybody will see. And now is a good time to pop that balloon with a pin or a needle and pull it out. Okay, so hopefully you did not cover up the top of the piñata. If not, just hack it open with scissors or something. But anyway, now it's time to put the candy into the piñata.
All right. This is my creation. No, I get to take it apart because I did it, so.
Okay, anyway, the first step is
There's so many pokey things on. Screw chairs.
The first step is to poison test your candy.
Duh. I mean, we gotta make sure there's no like rabies in it or anything. Because rabies can be in candy. That's right.
You know.
Oh my gosh!
That you wouldn't.
Oh my gosh! It's like patriotic.
It is.
Oh my god! This is amazing.
I approve.
I don't know. It kind of tastes poisonous. I gotta try another one.
Always gotta be safe. Anyway. Yeah, let's open the rest. Cheers.
Candy is amazing.
If you're wondering, we have 4 people who will be sharing this piñata.
So if you have like a bunch of people coming to your party, don't bother doing this. But if you have probably under like 6 people, I would say doing this. And if you have like little kids, like little siblings who are like, oh my god, you got more than me, then you should probably separate this.
Yeah, because
And
we're all about equality here.
No, and then if there's extras, you get to eat it. So
Yeah.
it's great.
So we've done this, and now the candies we've chosen to use are Reese's, Kit Kats, York Mints, and Sour Patch Watermelon. Now, it's kind of hard to find these in like little packets, so we're going to show you what we like to do with these.
In the heights, I let the lights on my head.
Okay, get some paper, tape, and scissors, Sour Patch watermelons, black, green, and pink markers. So, first you're going to start out by cutting about 1/4 of a piece of paper and folding it in half, a hamburger, hot dog, whatever it is, I'm not sure. Anyway, then for decoration, if you want, you can go ahead and draw a little watermelon slice on it so you can tell what candy it is. Add some seeds. Okay, and now it's time for candy. So take your thing and tape up all but the side at the top, if that makes sense. And you'll have this little like pouch. And then you're going to put about like 7 in there. That's what we found worked the most evenly for groups of 4. Anyway, then you're going to tape up that side and there you go. So make as many of these as you would like. Okay. Now we're going to stuff the candy in there. So some of these were a little hard to fit in our hole, but we just pushed them down there. So you can enlarge the hole if you want, or you can just use some muscle. And so we just continued to put in all of those. And like we mentioned before, they were in groups of 4 because we had 4 people who all wanted an equal amount of candy. So To hang your piñata, start by getting a piece of cardboard, some scissors, and cutting out a circle that is a little bigger than the hole at the top of your piñata, at least double the size probably. So it should look about like this. Don't make it too big. And now you'll need some parachute cord, and so you're gonna cut a piece that's about double the size of the height that you want to hang your piñata from. So you're just gonna snip off a chunk of that. And now you're gonna take your circle and stab 2 holes into it. And now you're gonna go ahead and thread the parachute cord through those 2 holes. Like so. And there you go. Now you're going to take that and shove it into the hole you made. As you can see, it works as a stopper that's nice and secure. And now you're going to paper mache the top so you can't see the cardboard, and it'll add even more layers of security. So just keep adding on a bunch of layers, and there you go. Okay, now we're going to get some white paint and some cardboard to squirt it on. You'll need your pineapple, of course, and I put some saran wrap on the bowl to keep the paint off it because acrylic paint does stick to a lot of things, including your clothes, so be careful. Okay, now I'm going to get a paintbrush, and I'm going to go ahead and start to cover this in white paint. The reason we're doing white first is because this paint is a little bit see-through, so we want to get a nice, clean canvas before we start adding color. And as you can see here, my cat wanted to help. He's so cute. Okay, anyway, so we're going to continue doing that, and after a while, we're going to add another coat, get it even more white. Alright, now get yourself a smaller brush, and this is going to be for the leaves, so you can get into all those nooks and crannies. Okay, when this is completely white, and the paint is dry to the touch, you're going to go ahead and flip it over, and start to do the bottom, following the same method of many layers to get that nice white. Alright, now get some yellow, some more cardboard, and start to paint the pineapple again. And as you can see, it's a nice bright color, and then we're going to add another layer to get the beautiful golden pineapple color. And once again, when you're done with that, you're going to do the bottom, following the same method. Now I mixed together some yellow, brown, and orange, adding some more green where I saw fit to make this great pineapple color, which I used to paint these hexagonal shapes all over, as you can see from our beautiful model. And speaking of which, if you want to see us hack up this guy along with a watermelon in our upcoming video, the link will be posted when the video comes out. Alright, now I moved on to adding just a few more details and such. And then when that was done, I added a little bit of green because, as you can see from our model, pineapples are pretty green. And then I moved on to painting his spikes a beautiful green. And finally, I moved on to the greatest part of this pineapple, the beautiful shades.
Thanks for watching this week's video, and remember, stay snazzy!